Hola, konnichiwa, tudo bem, como estás? Aloha. Hello. What it do? Welcome to the J Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment. Even if you don't like everything that I have to say, you can still help a brother out by still doing those things. Ain't nothing wrong with helping a brother out. I will help you out. Moving forward, let's talk about the Warriors and the Timberwolves. So, excuse me. The Warriors and the Timberwolves had a game, and I will call it just that. It was just a game. It was not a great game by either team, and unfortunately, the shooting was terrible. I mean, overall, was not a very good shooting night for most of the team on either side, except Draymond Green, who actually shot pretty well. But he was kind of the lone force with that. Other people picked it up, and some people shot pretty well from three, but overall, the only person that actually shot good from the field was really Draymond Green and Jaden McDaniels. I'll give Jaden McDaniels that too. And actually, you know what? Excuse me. Naz Reid shot well also. But the bad news for the Warriors is they did get the win, 99-88, which is excellent. But the problem is they lost Steph Curry early. And the even more annoying part is in 13 minutes, he had 13 points. He was 5 for 9 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3. So we were about to get a Steph, Chef, Curry masterclass. However, it was cut short. And they're saying after the game that they think it's something with the hamstring, a slight hamstring sprain. They'll have an MRI on it. And they're hoping that this doesn't take Steph out for an indefinite amount of time. And they're hoping that it's not a heavy sprain or strain. I'm not sure if they said it was a strain or a sprain. I have to look that up. But either way, Steph had to leave the game. He did not return after he left. I believe he left like at the beginning of the second quarter, I believe. So he really didn't get his full game's worth. But they already had a substantial lead at the time because he was so hot early on. And essentially, the Golden State Warriors were able to hang in there behind Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green and Buddy Hield. So they held it down. I have to admit, Draymond has been playing very well, and I hate to admit it. I do not like Draymond Green. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's a wild orangutan, silverback, gorilla hybrid with flying squirrel abilities. And I have to give him his credit, man. He's been stepping up for this team all playoffs long. Even though he's like one private parts kick away from being kicked out at any given moment. But as of now, he's been balling. So if you look at the box score, Draymond had 18. He was 6 for 13 from the field, 4 for 10 from 3, which is very good. He had 8 boards, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, which is not that great. Jimmy Butler on the other side, buckets didn't really shoot well. He was 7 for 20 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, so it wasn't really shooting anywhere well. But he had 11 rebounds and 8 assists, so he almost had a triple-double. And you know what Jimmy's going to do. You know what playoff Jimmy's going to do. And just to throw this out, I did not like how he left Miami. I was not a fan of it. But that doesn't mean playoff Jimmy is not going to still be playoff Jimmy. This guy holds like an ace of spades in his back pocket. He's always got an extra card. Like if you were playing some type of blackjack poker or something with this guy, he's always got something extra. He just finds ways to win. You got to give him his credit, man. And then Buddy Hield has been balling. Buddy Hield, I know he's up and down and sometimes he's not consistent, but when you get the good Buddy Hield, it's a problem, man. He didn't shoot well early, but late he turned it up and he helped them win. He had 24 points by the end of it. He had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 for 8 from the three-point line, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. So he did his thing. You know, some other people chipped in. Gary Payton started for Steph in the second half, and you know he did a good job. He chipped in with 8 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. He's always going to be steady, you know. And Kuminga came off the bench and did okay in 13 minutes. He had 7 points, shot well from the field. But overall, this really was about their defense. And the Warriors have been playing the best defense in the entire NBA since they got Jimmy Butler. And it's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. I expect them to lose pretty much every game. But now they don't. You know, I don't think they have the deepest team, although some of these guys are starting to come off and play big minutes. They just find ways to win. And I got to say, mixing Jimmy Butler with Draymond Green has been really, really good. I mean, really good. I don't even know how to explain how this combination is working like this, but you got two veteran guys that are really smart players. Jimmy knows how to get to his spots. Green knows how to fill in when he can, and they just get it done, man. The Warriors just get it done. They just locked the Timberwolves down today. And if you think I'm joking, let's go with it. Julius Randle was 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Shout out Randle. He's been balling at getting to the basket. But he was 0 for 3 from three-point land. 4 for 11 from the field. Didn't shoot that great from the field. He had 3 turnovers. He had 6 dimes. He only had 3 rebounds. That's crazy. Julius Randle only having 3 rebounds is insane. Jaden McDaniels had 12 points. And he was 6 for 12 from the field. Like I said, he shot well. Gobert had 9 points and 11 boards and 3 blocks. So he went back to regular Gobert. He went from Rudy, Hakeem, O'Neal, Jabbar to just Rudy Gobert tonight. Played his normal game. Mike Conley's really been shooting bad, and it makes me wonder if they need to start DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo didn't play amazing tonight either. He was 3 for 11 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3, and has 7 points. But ultimately, Mike Conley might need to find the bench, man, because he's really been shooting bad. And they had Bones Highland on this team. I didn't even realize that. I don't know why they don't give Bones Highland a little bit of run. I'd like to see that. But, you know, Mike Conley has really been shooting bad. He had 0 points. He was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. He only had 5 assists, but he had 0 turnovers. So I guess, you know, without having turnovers, it's pretty good. But Edwards didn't have any points until like dang near the second quarter. Or I think did he have 1 point at halftime? It was bad, something crazy like that. And he didn't make an outside shot till like the fourth quarter. So he started driving, and then he ended up with 23 points. He had 14 rebounds, give him credit there. Finding other ways to get it done, I respect it. But he was 9 for 22 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. And this is the guy that led the NBA in three-point shooting, right? 1 for 5 from 3, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. So Naz Reid had 19 off the bench. He was 8 for 14, 3 for 7 from 3. So he did his thing. Only had 5 rebounds. You'd like to see more rebounds out of that. But overall, they just got outplayed, and the defense of the Warriors was just too tough. And a friend of mine I'm in a basketball chat, and I have a friend that I've never met in person, but you know we talk back and forth on this chat, this basketball forum that I'm on. And he said something that I'm gonna steal. I'll just give you his first name. His name is Jason. So Jason, if you're watching this, brother, I told you I was gonna steal it, and I am. And he said the reason that Rudy Gobert is not going to do anything in this series is because before he was having to guard people that were trying to score on him. Right now, he's guarding a guy that's just passing and setting up other people in Draymond Green. And I thought that was a good observation and an interesting way to look at it. And that's a way my mind has never looked at it. And I appreciated that he said that because I'm like, oh, okay, so I can look at it that way, you know? And he's kind of right. I mean, Rudy's guarding Draymond, but essentially Draymond's looking to set up other people more. However, Draymond was hot from 3 tonight, which allowed him to go off for 18 points. But I don't know if you could rely on that steadily from Draymond. So more often than not, he's looking to get somebody else the ball, but Steph might be out. So who knows? We'll see what he does. But Gobert went from people trying to score on him, so he's having to play real solid defense, to now Draymond Green, who's not always looking to score, he's looking to pass. And that may negate some of what Rudy Gobert is. But so far, I don't think it negated it too bad. It kept him further away from the basket, I guess, in some situations. But he still had 3 blocks. He had 11 boards. So, you know, we'll see. But I thought that was an interesting take on it, and I'll really be paying attention to that as this series goes on. But again, that's the game. Steph's out. We don't know when he's coming back. Shaquille O'Neal was saying that, I would keep Steph out for another game because after their next game, they don't play again until Saturday. So Shaq said, I would keep Steph out one more game because you stole this one. And I guess I understand the reasoning on that, because the hamstring, if that's what happened with Steph, is nothing to play with, and people take forever to come back from it normally. So maybe they sit him. I don't know. We'll see. If he plays, though, the way he started off, I mean, and if the leg is not hindering him that much, the Timberwolves are in some serious trouble. Because without Steph, you guys lost by 11. So you have to hope that their offense will kick in. And Anthony Edwards did finish with 23 points, but he started driving to the basket. He really started taking off to the basket. So we'll see what type of fire and energy he comes out with, and willpower to get to the rim in the next game, because I think that's going to be key. That, and whether or not Steph plays. For the next game, this is kind of a toss-up, man. I don't know who's going to win, but I have to believe that if Steph does not play, the T-Wolves will win the next game. If Steph plays and is effective, then I think I might go with Golden State, man. I really might do it. They just know how to win, and they know how to, stick to a game plan. They know how to do it. And when they find a few guys that are part of the team that know how it goes around here, they get it done. So that's my take on this. That's what I saw in this game. I appreciate you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love to talk to people in the comments. I will definitely message you back, especially if I see it right away. Sometimes I don't be seeing them. It's hard to see it on the page because I got a whole bunch of other videos that I'm constantly surfing through. But, please feel free to interact with me. I like to interact with people and talk basketball. I love basketball. I love football. I love sports, So I'm very humble. Oh, and also I forgot to tell you, don't click off immediately. Please look for the suggested video or playlist that shows up towards the end, because you can listen to and watch a lot of other really great content that I have on here. I know that you'll like it. So thank you very much for your time. I'm very humble. Much love. That somehow you never